gonna lie. That's an amazing name.
Can birds knock? Like, they don't have
Hello,
knuckles.
everybody. We are live.
Do they?
We mimic.
We are live.
All
with
right, so
more
you can make that
D&D.
sound with your mouth.
Yes.
The
Okay,
session will
that makes
commence
sense.
You do it,
momentarily.
tiefling.
Whoa, this isn't right.
No.
We should probably turn on the actual game here, right?
But I'm sure that my tiefling will like your beautiful yellow feathers.
Yeah, you're just gonna be jealous of it.
Whoa, what is going on?
The last
Go back
girl
to
wanted
here.
to strip his feathers and make a profit off it.
No, she wanted to strip my feathers to make a wedding dress.
Sounds very rude. It's like someone telling you that they want to scalp your head of hair and use that as their wedding dress.
You made the exact argument. Except I think it was skin.
There we go. That's what I want. Cool. Right, guys, we are live. Everybody say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Let me go ahead and do some quick postings in the social medias. But let me get you guys over to the actual correct screen. 1 second. So previously on this game.
Lost minds of Phandelver.
Dover. The group had rescued 3 members of a family. Myrna, Nars, and Nilsa. That's what it was. A little boy, a little girl, and a mother who also told the group about a treasure that was hid away in a former home of theirs in another location to help as payment for you guys rescuing them. You guys then had left the little jail cell there and are currently standing in the room with the skeletons that you guys destroyed. You guys had just finished combat, I believe. Yeah, so you guys can either go back the way you came, but essentially Droop is leading the 3 members of that family back out of the cavern to attempt to take them back to the city.
Okay. We can either continue on or we rest for the day and head back tomorrow.
I think that we should finish that.
Okay, I mean, we're still pretty tired, but, you two good?
I'm fine. I don't know about you guys.
I'm putting another bolt into my crossbow.
Alright. Get ready. I'll prepare my maul. Let's go through this door down here. Lock. I'm on your back.
I go through the door.
Okay, so you guys are going through the doors down low. 1 second.
Yes.
Let me open up my unlimited amounts of content that come with this module. Okay. As you open the door, thick dust covers the flagstones of this somber hallway. The walls are decorated with false columns every 10 feet, and the double doors that you guys just came through are sheathed in copper plate, now green with age. A relief carving of a mournful angel. A mournful angel graces the doors. Just up ahead, you see a massive hole in the ground. And you think you see what looks like maybe horns kind of pacing around inside of the hole. You might hear the mumblings of a female voice. Oh, the hole. You guys can't see that.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be able to see anything?
That's dynamic lighting. 1 second. You will in just a moment.
Okay, no worries.
So that blue square is the hole. Now you should be able to see. We're on the middle right-hand side of the screen.
Yep, I can see everything there.
So you had fallen down into this hole, which was a trap. So you're kind of about 15 feet down, looking for a way out. And the group kind of hears you. So you can either react or however you guys want to handle it.
So we see each other.
You may have heard two large doors kind of like creak open somewhere to your left there. Yeah, and maybe you hear the mumblings of talking from a few other members who are kind of going throughout this place.
Okay, well, I'll turn around and say, hello, is someone there?
Get ready.
Be ready.
Lock. Move forward.
At the door, my shield up. State your name.
My name is Rhea. Who are you?
Lock.
Oh, hi, Locke. It's so nice to meet you.
Well, you're a friendly one. Unlike the other people that we've met so far in this.
Well, I
Damn
was
cave.
trapped here, and you just opened a door, so of course I'm friendly.
Well, let's confirm it.
Thanks, Z, for
You
the
friend or
host.
foe?
Well, if you want to be my friend, I would love that.
Insight.
Insight.
I just have to roll it. You don't have to roll a
Yeah.
deception or anything.
Go ahead and roll the insight check. You can decide for yourself.
Oops. Still 15. And he just like gets this general confirmation. Okay. She seems all right.
What are you
broke up. What
doing
was
down
that?
here?
Oh, I was actually looking for a guard from Neverwinter. I was told that he came this way. Is he with you?
Knocking. I think she's talking about you.
Are you sure she's not talking about you?
I'm not a guard from Neverwinter.
I know. And I just go, Miss, what do you wish for this one to do?
Well, I came here on a wagon, and I'm looking for a job, and there's just nothing here. Everyone's kind of poor. I got like 2 coppers for singing in the tavern, which, well, I mean, it didn't really pay for much. So I was wondering if you're going back to Neverwinter anytime soon, if I could tag along.
Well, we have a mission to go and save a few people. After that, I'm not quite sure, but eventually I will be headed back to Neverwinter, as that is my town that I protect.
Hey, Lobster, what's going on, man?
Where I'm
Thanks for
going is
stopping
going
by.
to be extremely dangerous.
D&D, sir.
That's fine. It's better than where I came from.
Fun games.
I just look at the other two and I'm just like, what should we do? How did you fall in a hole?
Well, I was walking, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention to where I was going.
I think she might be a dense.
Maybe.
She seems nice enough. I say we let her.
I could probably help you. I can light things on fire, even in the rain.
Oh, the Tarkov raid's been going, Lobster.
Well, let's get you out of that hole first.
Okay. Walk.
I go over there and lift her up.
She's very small. She's like 5'1", 90 pounds.
I don't
I
think
can
you
lift you
can.
just fine then.
You have to remember, she's 15 feet down. So
Yeah,
that means you have
that's
10
true.
feet to reach.
I'm gonna spin
You,
here.
you might need to make a human
Levitate?
chain.
Well, who has rope still? I think I've used up all mine.
I still got mine.
I'm gonna cast levitate on her.
Well,
Gotcha.
she can get out of the hole at least.
That's your games to play.
Thank you so much.
Played like 35 or so.
No
Oh,
problem.
D&D? You play D&D?
So, what are all your names?
Name is Rogan,
Oops. Ignore that ping.
and you've already met Knocking. Who
That
prefers
is such
Knocking?
an interesting
Like
name.
2 years? Nice.
How do you get your
Yeah, I've been
feathers
playing
that
it off and
yellow?
on for a little while.
What does your character look like
4
exactly?
years, I think I've been playing it.
She is about 16 years old with a very innocent looking face.
You been playing Scum a lot?
Long dark hair, big blue eyes.
Oh, yeah, for all you guys
How do
out
you
there,
get your
this
eyes
is
to
her
be so
character
blue?
there.
That's a really good question.
Yes, sir. 5e.
I'll have to get back to you on
This
that.
is a module that was made by Wizards of the Coast, so I'm taking some people my Discord through it.
Did you come this that way over there? 8 points over there.
You would have, yes.
Yep.
And what did you see?
There was a doorway over there, but I just kind of walked by it.
Nothing there. Any gold? Any chests? Maybe you want to look over.
Not that I saw. We could definitely double check.
Yeah, it's kind of like a get
I
loot,
think we should.
die, restart.
Okay,
So,
that's
hear
a
you on that.
lock. Let's run. Stand back.
Sorry, what are you guys doing real quick?
I'm just gonna run for it. Cross.
There is a way over. You could jump
Because
it
no
too.
one tosses a dwarf.
Let's see the
Dwarf
jump
toss dwarf.
check. I so want to see him just be like,
yeah, that's true.
launches himself into the air, and then halfway across, he just plummets.
The dwarf gravity works differently.
Max, are you muted?
Yeah, you should be good. Your strength is high enough. I think you can jump up to your strength total or something.
Hello.
Max.
Okay, hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi.
There you go.
Apparently,
Hey, man.
push to talk doesn't work sometimes. Yeah, you can jump up to your like strength or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like you spend however much movement.
Yeah,
That's how much you get in feet.
and then there's also
For
a place
jump.
to shimmy across on both sides. Like you could fit your feet on there, but you would have to roll a dexterity check in order to do that.
Yeah, if there's a small obstacle in the way, that's when the jump check
It
comes
does
in.
get laggy. You're not wrong on that, man.
Plus, if you want to add some flair to it,
Nothing beats Tarkov though.
is there flair in it? Max?
Flare in your jump.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so here's what happens, right? He steps back at least 5 feet or 10 feet, and he goes to start running. And you just hear thud, 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 and then this loud scrape sound as his foot slips right on the edge, and like dust goes up into the air. And like he gets enough of his strength off to where he propels himself forward, but he does a complete front flip. And as he does this, his head goes right through a massive spider web. I'm talking like it could have almost caught him. It was so thick. And he goes through it, and he lands on one foot on the other side, teeters for a second, and then he like dwarf strengths himself through, and he lands.
Sturdy Dwarven guile, that's what it is. Okay, you next. I'll help you if you get stuck.
And as you do that, you realize a spider like right on the bridge of your nose. You're just like it's just like crawling there.
He sniffs deeply and just taps it away.
You hear it go,
Like you just
"You're mean," as it flicks away.
everybody gets mad.
A talking spider?
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Then out of nowhere, you guys forgot about him, but he's still here. You guys hear, "Look out!"
Duh, duh, duh.
And that goblin just fucking wall walks his way across.
You never did introduce the goblin.
And he just lands.
I asked everyone to introduce themselves.
Well, they left the goblin sleeping in the jail cell. It woke up and just kind of came and caught up to you guys.
Okay, well, I'm going to kind of be like, was that goblin with you?
Hello.
The goblin's name again.
Oh yeah. What the-
Ooga hi.
Does it
It
matter?
was, that's his
Oh
name.
yeah, that was.
He actually has a character sheet with
Our favorite
inventory
character.
on the character section there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
So
You
it
got
comes out of nowhere
3,000
and just wall walks his way across the
three
hole.
types of rats. Oh my gosh.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
You got a city of rats.
So Locke makes it across. It's an easy jump for you guys, 10 feet.
Easy jump for them. I'm gonna shimmy.
Okay. Roll a acrobatics.
Is it because they're taller?
Well, their strength allows them to jump, so it's just you can just jump up more than 10 feet. You're good. Yeah, you're easily
So-
easily can.
I do the same thing as my goblin.
Really? I've got like a -1 to
You fist-
strength.
You should be able to walk across because of my levitate. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh,
there you go.
well, that's awesome.
So fist bumps you knocking as soon as you get across.
Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Yep. Hi, Mr. Goblin.
Oh,
I mean,
hello.
blah, 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 blah.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Nice to meet you. I'm Rhea.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's what my dad called me.
Oh, okay. I like your horns.
Thanks. I like your loincloth.
Oh, I forgot I had that on. Thank you. He kind of like adjusts like his
I
loincloth as
assumed.
if it's like a belt. Like he kind of like pulls it up a little bit. Like he lets it go and it kind of falls back
He
down to his
lost it a
hips.
bit earlier. I think he put it on earlier. Luckily. That was green. Anyway.
Okay, so before you guys,
We got
Max, you
our
cut out.
staves, sticks,
Yep,
and
sorry.
crossbows.
I was looking for what I need to read. All right, so essentially what you're looking at in front of you is kind of like an archway. So the ceilings that you're in currently are pretty high up. I'd say they're probably like 12 feet tall, probably. But coming down this little mini hallway here to the south, it goes down to like your normal 8-foot high wall. And there's like a little archway. And then at the end of the archway, at the end of the hallway there is a door. So you're going underneath. You're going into a hallway, essentially.
Okay. Well, you ready?
Yep.
You going through the door?
You too.
Yep.
Okay.
Shield up.
Okay.
Okay.
The door opens. Easily. It was unlocked. This is where Rhea came from. Rhea would have remembered this, but as you guys come out from underneath the door, you guys come out into a little, kind of like an entryway. And here, let me reveal it all. So as you guys come out through the hallway, to your right is a set of stairs that leads up to a ledge. To your left is another set of stairs that leads up even higher, probably about 15 feet up into the air. And it looks as though there was another large entranceway down into the cavern, perhaps down into this area. Perhaps it was the original entryway into this part of the manor. Let's see here. Okay, yep, and also within the room, you guys haven't entered yet, but once you enter, the western part of the room is lined with kegs and barrels, kind of like the same style that you've seen throughout this entire area. They're all stamped with that, of like the symbol of Neverwinter, the symbols of Phandelver, of the traders and everything there.
Hmm.
Who's good at sneaking? Because I am not.
I can do it.
I'm actually pretty good.
I have stealth, but
I have 20.
Okay. You move like a bird in the wind. No, you would come out down.
Oh.
So that right there, you would come out there, right? It's a tunnel, so you have to go up the stairs to get on top.
I'm going to come back and give them a little hand motion of come forward. Because I don't see anything. I want to look, see if I just walked into a trap. Perception of 21.
So, with your perception of 21, you notice the water right in front of you as it kind of flows down from above. Like a natural kind of stream of water that seems to be coming in and flowing into this little area. But other than that, you don't see anything malicious. Only thing you notice is a door at the end.
I kind of want to check out the spring.
I'm gonna go check out the barrels.
So what do I see in the spring? How deep is it? Is it like a bathtub depth? Can we wash the goblin?
So there is no washing this goblin. This goblin is so caked on with dirt and filth that he is essentially becoming his own race.
He is becoming the rat.
He's becoming dirt goblin.
He's a rock goblin.
This is how rock goblins were created. His DNA has been altered. No, but the rectangular reservoir is clean and filled with cold, fresh water. You would estimate it's probably about 10 feet deep, with a rim 2 feet higher than the surrounding floor. So the bottom of the cistern is essentially 8 feet below the floor itself. Drain pipes from the roof of the old manor above fill the cistern with water.
Well, that looks tasty.
And then like go over to one of the barrels, pop the cork off.
You're immediately
Sniff
hit in the face with the smell. It's probably quite delicious smelling of preserved and salted fish.
I haven't had it in a while. He dips like his finger in there. He smashes, like he tries and peels back the barrel, like the barrel edge, and just gets frustrated with it. He's about to smash down on the barrel, and then he goes out, like he takes out his spear and like jabs into one of the edges.
You jab your spear into the
Come on.
barrel?
I jab my spear like onto the top of the barrel, where the barrel would meet like the edge
Oh,
or the cake. Yeah.
gotcha.
Where's my things? There it is.
I was thinking the same thing.
And with the spear, there we go.
You did it.
Strong.
He just like grabs a mouthful. Okay. Where should we head next? There's 2 doors.
I'm going to take a drink of this water since it's supposed to be nice and clean. Spring water.
Me too. I have not had a drink in a bit.
And since the goblin's there, I kind of wanted to push him in. Nah,
No,
I
you're not
shouldn't.
going to push him in? He's just staring at the water.
Are these wine barrels over here?
So tempting.
Yep. So the smaller ones you guys investigate are essentially like small barrels of wine, also stamped with symbols, some of which you've never seen before from different towns and please, shipping in wine to these different cities around here.
I open one up and take a drink.
You know what? I'm going to slap him on the back and be like, drink up, and accidentally push him in. Be like, oops. Yeah.
As you do that, he starts falling. He goes, "Oh no, don't!" He just falls into the water,
Oh no!
and he hits the water.
He's
And he goes under for a second. He comes up and he's just drinking it while he's swimming in it. But as he's swimming in it, it's almost as if he's shrinking as the layers of dirt slowly wash off of him.
Yes.
and like the water gets more and more dirty as he kind of swims around.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
human.
He's really dirty.
He's a human child. That's what.
Then a dragonborn crawls out in front of you guys. Oh, you didn't know? It's a human child.
Well,
Banana, banana.
shall we go through the door?
Walk.
Wait, what's this? I found a thing.
What'd you find, little buddy?
And he pops out of the water somehow. And he seems to be carrying with him a satchel.
Here, I'll trade you this. I give him a gold coin.
He's like,
My character will gasp. You have gold? I've never even seen gold before.
yeah, they keep giving it to me, the goblin says.
I just keep on feeding it to my rats.
Does he give me the bag?
He hands you a rat. And on that rat on the side in white paint, it says BAG. He nods at you.
Thanks.
What does that stand for?
Well, that's a rat. And a bag.
Me, king.
Here, you keep it.
All right, what's in your little baggie that you found?
He opens it up and he pulls out oop, I lost it. Sorry. There it is. He pulls out a red vial, which is he immediately recognizes as a potion of healing, and he throws it over his shoulder into the water. He throws out another pulls out another potion. It seems to be like a almost like a silvery kind of vial. Who was investigating the alchemical supplies in the room earlier?
I think I was.
Was
One of
it?
us.
I think it was me.
Was it knocking? Okay. I can't remember who was going through the
Let me
books
look
and
at
stuff. One of you figured out that the previous occupant.
The invisibility
Yes.
potions.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, that stuff.
So you recognize that as that, and he kind of throws it over his shoulder into the water.
I'm diving into this water to get all of these freaking potions, and then I'm coming up, and I'm just like, no more throwing it into the
And
water.
he's holding like
Actually,
he's
no more.
holding like 15 gold coins in his hand. And he stops. He puts them back in the bag, and he goes, "Oh, there must be like 50 in here." And then he
Wow.
and then he
This is the job for me.
and then he pulls out a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, he holds it up and he says, "I can't read."
Lock.
Yeah.
Read it for him.
I have that, little buddy. I'll read it to you.
He hands it to you.
What does it say?
It says, oh my god, I forgot everybody's name. This damn game. Was it the Black Spider? Right? Was that? Yeah,
Yep.
because that was what was written on the note, right? Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So on it says, "Tell Sildar the Black Spider says hello," and then at the bottom of it is a like a handprint in red, and then another symbol for the Black Spider.
I read it out loud so everybody can hear it.
What does that mean?
We have more enemies.
Nothing good.
So the goblin immediately starts shoving a bunch of rats into this new bag he's got.
Where did the rats come from?
I don't know.
Did I just break the fourth wall? I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of walls in this room.
Fair enough.
I love that.
Rogan behind you, you start hearing the sound of snoring. Someone definitely has sleep apnea.
Everyone. Well, I try and say that. Everyone, quiet. Someone's behind us sleeping.
Oh, and knocking, you are able to find both those potions, by the way.
Okay. I'm gonna get out. I'm going to ready my bow, and I'm waiting for Locke to get into position.
What if it's a friend?
Then we'll do
Not in
it.
this place.
For now. we must
Well, you
be
found me,
prepared.
didn't you?
She makes a point.
She has a point.
She's very
Lock.
optimistic.
Let's get ready.
Shield up. Is the door unlocked?
Are you trying to open it?
Yeah.
It pushes in, or well, it's unlocked. You can decide if you want to push it in or not.
I want to do it slowly, try not to make any noise.
And it's like the loudest screeching sound you've ever heard in your life as this door pushes in. But it pushes in and
Ignore that roll, by the
wait,
way.
hang on.
I love how the goblin has like 50 gold coins. No one.
I was wondering if
Batting an
anyone was gonna
eye.
point that out. You just showed a bunch of rats in there with the coins. You guys let them
Yeah.
keep.
And
Hey,
that-
when the
that's
rats
not
come
even,
out,
like,
they're going to be
majority
like
rat.
golden rats.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Remember, he has a rat for every occasion. We've already talked about this.
Yes.
Right, this appears to be a storeroom pressed into service as a living quarters. 2 double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. Within this room, 3 red brand ruffians appear to be sleeping in this room. One of them sleeping in the northern bed, one of them sleeping in the western bed, and one of them kind of like propped up against the crates at the southern part, with a empty barrel of wine underneath his arm. He seems to be like snoring and leaning against it and sleeping on it. All 3 of them are out cold.
I slowly close the door.
No. I put up a hand and I signal to be quiet. I think we should be able to use these people.
What do you want to do?
What are we doing?
We're taking hostages.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use a stealth roll. Hopefully I don't bash my foot. 16.
Okay.
Bad.
I'm gonna
Okay.
So what are you going to do first?
I wish I had some rope, but I don't have any. So I'm going to motion for the others to come in, and I'll point one to each person, and I take out a knife, and I put it right above this guy's neck, and I will wait for the others to do the same. That way there, if they try to cause a fuss, they're pretty easy to dispatch.
Okay.
And I'm going to tap this guy awake.
Rogan prepares his 2 scimitars.
Ooh,
And then I have my hand axe at this guy's throat.
not time for my shift yet. I didn't hear the boss. And he kind of rolls over, not realizing who you are knocking.
Good one.
I am going to use the voice of the other red brand that we
The one from the Sleeping Giant or whatever it was.
no from the gambling room,
Oh, right. Okay.
because we talked to him for quite
Yeah.
a while. And I'll be like, "Hey, it's me."
What are you doing in here? And he rolls over and he kind of like squints in the dark. He's like, "Oh man, your nose is a beak now." Then like he keeps blinking and he's like, "Oh god!" And he's just like staring at you, this terrified look on his face.
And I'll be like, "If you don't want me to eat you, you're gonna answer my questions."
Birds eat meat?
You betcha they do.
What is that noise?
That's a girl.
What is that? He sees through the night, like he sees like her. She's a tiefling. Oh god, what do you want?
Horns.
Information about your boss. Pretty simple.
Okay.
For example, what does it look like?
Okay. He's like shaking. Hang on, I'm also pulling up what they know. 1 second. There's literally a thing that says what the red brands know. Okay, so you asked about his boss and what they look like, correct?
Yep.
Why don't you your choice, but roll a check that would coerce him into answering based on your current actions. Whether it's persuasion, intimidation, etc., etc., etc. Inflicting pain, pulling his toenails out, however you want to do it.
Well, first I'm just going to use intimidation because I told him that I would eat him, which looks like he's not going to care
To
because
his
I'm
comment,
yellow.
do birds eat meat, right? He's like, I don't believe you, essentially. He still looks like, he's still startled, so don't think that you've lost him yet, but, But he's just kind of like smiling. He's like, you're not going to be able to defeat us. I mean, he realizes everyone else has like the daggers pointed to their throats too, and then now you can take another shot at it if you want.
I will go, there's 2 others in this room that will be more than happy to answer my questions.
Well, that one's drunk. You could probably kick him in the face, but that guy over there, well, listen, Miss Bird. Can I call you Bird, Mr. Bird? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell you anything you want to fucking know. I just don't want to die. Like, can you just not kill me? Kill them. Not the drunk guy. He's drunk. He doesn't know you're here. But the other one, it's fine.
Well, if you answer my questions, I won't have to kill you. You see how this works?
The most terrifying thing about that is that knocking can only repeat other things that have been said. So either someone has said that to him at some point, or he has been using that at some point, hearing it from somebody else. So, sorry, that was just a sidebar I wanted to have. He's more than willing to answer your questions.
All right. So once again, I'm going to be like, so what does your boss look like?
Which one?
All of them.
Okay, well, there's Tony. He's in charge of down here. I think you sounded like him still. I think you ran into him before.
And I'll nod my head and I'll go, alchemist.
Oh, the alchemist. Yeah. That would be Glassstaff. We call him that because he uses a magic staff that's made of glass, and I see now how dumb of a joke that is.
Where are your other bases?
Well, kind of everywhere. Mostly here. We're trying to get established.
Who is the Black Spider?
Yeah. He's kind of a mysterious one, that one. He hired us, though, is what I'm told anyway, to kind of frighten off and intimidate, people in the area. It wasn't too long ago that the bugbears started showing up as part of the Black Spider's attempts to bolster our forces. Apparently, us humans weren't enough. You're a bird, though, so you don't understand that joke either.
We took care of the bugbears.
You took care of the bugbears. Well, goddamn.
So, what are you trying to protect against? Where are you trying to keep people away from?
Oh, well, I mean, just our general dealings. We don't really want people to be, meddling in us. And he has like a look of like, almost like he really doesn't really understand, I guess, why exactly they're here. But he's basically saying that well, this is just a complex where we're holding up. We oh, I will tell you this: we do have some captives, a little boy and a little girl, to the north of here, around the corner.
Those poor kids.
They're unharmed. They're unharmed.
We got them. They're safe.
Oh, well, good. I don't agree with the whole children thing.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, look, I thought we had
We're good.
a thing there. All right, my bad.
I mean, I'm holding a blade over your guy's throat, so.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And he kind of like sinks back into the bed. I mean, I've told you as much as I can. I mean, I don't know how more I can tell you.
Well, here's what we're gonna do then. I will keep my promise. I'm not going to kill you.
I appreciate that, Bird, Mr. Bird.
This village seems like it needs more men. You're going to work for them to pay off your debt. Okay?
Well, okay, I can do that.
We'll also give the same accommodation to your friends. Also, in this entire building, only you three are alive.
Well, I guess that makes
So
it easy for me then, doesn't it?
So if you try to do anything to the villagers, we'll probably kill you. No, then. Shall we get going?
Sure you want to leave them?
No, I'm bringing them back to town with us.
We haven't checked everything out, though.
Yeah, I know. What do you want to check out?
There's that door upstairs, and there could be other hidden exits in between the places.
Door
Let's say-
upstairs.
And it goes up to you. Knock them out.
I don't see any extra doors.
He's
that
talking
we
about this
haven't
door.
seen.
This
Yeah.
one right here.
Oh, right.
And one maybe down there.
But
Well,
um,
I can assume that this one goes up just because we came in from the secret passage. So there's probably another passage going up above because that's what we were told in town.
yeah, that's where Rhea
Darn,
came
I
in.
should have taken a sleep spell.
Ooh, sleep's a good spell to have. But is it
I don't-
Rhea? I keep forgetting.
I should have. Yes,
Rhea
Rhea.
would have known that that's where she came in from. Was that door? So she knows that
Mhm.
comes in through the like cellar entrance that's on the first floor of the manor.
I'll tell them that.
Okay. Let's escort them back then. No need to knock them out then.
You don't need to knock me out. I'm good. There's a sword underneath the mattress here, and he kind of like pulls back the hay and like the the skins and stuff that make up the bed mattress and shows it to Knocking. He's like,
Actually, we'll knock out your friends. They don't know the situation at hand.
all right, okay.
Nogan's.
I'm just gonna tie this one's hands, and then throw him over my shoulder.
He throws up as you do it. Wine, not on you. Like as you lift him up, he just goes, I don't want to go. And he just clearly he's just beyond hammered drunk.
Oh, yucky.
This one's
Alright.
non-lethal, and if it does crit, oh no. Okay, we're good. And that is also crit, so I mean it's due to him being unconscious. And let's see, anything else? No, we're good. 14. 15.
Yeah, that's actually his health points. So you don't kill him. You essentially just you make him unconscious, physically.
Yeah, just
The
damage.
status unconscious.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's down for that D4 hour. Okay, I'd grab him then. Make sure he doesn't get back up.
Okay. On that note, are you guys gonna head back up the main entrance then? Are you guys going back out the cave?
Probably main entrance just to say that we won every place.
Okay.
Minimize time too.
At that, you guys have completed the Tressendar Manor. You guys head back up out the main entrance, which is at the kind of northern part. See that staircase there? The north part right underneath the M? That's essentially where you guys would have came up at. That's like the entrance to the cellar. So you guys would have came out there and kind of came up from the bottom and walked up those stairs. And that's where you guys would have came out from. The drunk guy and the two other guards, obviously, well, one's walking with you. One's kind of leading you guys out. Obviously, you're not going to let him walk behind anybody. The goblin is currently sitting on the head of the very front ruffian. Kind of like balancing himself there. But other than that, yeah, you guys complete that. Let me go find out experience. Okay, you guys divide up 300 experience amongst the four of you.
You get 75 each.
There you go. I don't think. Oh wait, yep. Hang on, the trap. You guys would divide 100 up amongst the four of you, so 25 apiece.
25.
You guys got your experience for the crypts. Oh yeah, because you guys leveled up to level 3 ahead of time, right? That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was like 50 or 25,
Something like that.
in between those range.
Yeah, and then you guys completed all that other stuff, so you're good to go. So with that, you guys come out from the Tressendar Manor and look down upon Phandelver as it gets late into the evening. Oh, also, you guys finished Act 2.
Banana, banana,
Duh.
All thanks to me, of course.
Obviously.
Couldn't have done it
MVP.
without her. And her whole finding ways. All right, so I'm assuming we're free to roam around and shed again.
Oh yeah,
next.
yeah, absolutely. You guys are. Nobody is currently doing anything to bother with you guys.
Well, I'm bringing the 3 red brands over to Hall Winter.
I'm following him wherever he
He's in the
goes.
town master's hall.
I follow.
Well, I'll knock and head in.
He's just kind of sitting in there, writing on something.
Good news!
Ah! Oh, startled me, bird.
I got you 2 new workers.
Who?
And I motion for the 3 red brands to come in.
First one walks in with the goblin on his head, and so there's like, oh god, you brought that guy back. And the goblin goes, "I Rat King!" And he jumps off the head and he jumps down the hole to the where like the jail cells are again. You guys hear a bunch of crashing around down there and then silence.
A lot of squeaks, roar sounds from there.
No, you hear a
My
lion.
character's giggling.
You just hear a lion.
A lion.
You think you hear a circus? It's weird. Yeah. But then like the red brand does step forward and he's just like with his head down and he's like, "Hello, sir. This bird took pity on me. I've come to pledge myself to your service." So enough points on your bench today. You probably did, Rad. And Sildar kind
He seems like a nice man.
of like looks him over and he walks up. He's like, "Fine. Go get changed." And he first he checks him for weapons, finds none. And he kind of points him to a room that has like some clothing and stuff like that in it. Get out of those reds before somebody sees you in them. What else?
You may want to clean out the old manor. There's a lot of goodies in there.
Well, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
We're trying to sell that thing. We're hoping that we can get some prospective buyer to come in and maybe fix it up and make it a pinnacle of the town again. So we're kind of hoping someone else to do that work for us.
Mm.
Bird, weren't you talking about that?
Yes, I was. How much are you selling it?
Well, I mean, based on the town, and well, I'm no salesman. I mean, I think we could just figure something out. Why are you interested?
Do have kind of an eye on it. If the price is right. Actually, I have an idea about that. I have a couple ideas.
Use it as an outpost.
We could use it for an outpost, and you could contact Neverwinter. Because surely if this town does get up and going, they would like to have a base of operations. And from what I've seen, it is a perfect spot for that.
Well, here's what I could tell you. It's a pretty big manor. You'll probably need 2 or 3 skilled members to kind of run the place. Maybe a group of 10 or more unskilled to clean it out. So I'd say probably cost you around 10 gold a day. I'll let it go to you for that gold per day. We'll worry about the land later if you want to turn it into a business.
10 gold a day. Sadly, I only have 180. I don't know when I'll be back. Sadly, I'm going to have to pass on this. And I'll look at him and go, contact Neverwinter. For that price, I'm sure that they'll be more than happy to help
With
you
Neverwinter, well, they're going to pay for the place up front. And he kind of chuckles to himself.
Anyways, I can't afford 10 gold a day, so that's not going to work.
If we were to start a business, that would probably work. Maybe a smithy, something of that sort. But just for the manor alone as a business or just as a servant stuff, that would be no profit there.
I was thinking of a restaurant. Good views, up high, or maybe even an extra jail.
I'll tell you
Because
what.
it's very defensible.
Tell you what, this is what we'll do. You give me 100 gold. It's your gold. It's your money. I'll make sure I hire up the correct people to go in there and clean it out. And I'll get you a list of supplies that we'll need to get that place looking nice and pretty again.
I'll take you up on that one. I'll give him 100 gold.
And he takes the gold and he puts it in a little satchel he has. And he walks over to like a desk and he starts writing down. And after a few moments, he walks up to you and he hands it to you. And on this kind of like list, it basically stipulates that he's not taking your money. It's not going to the he's not taking money at all. It's going to be paid to the town for hiring and using, unskilled workers and skilled workers to kind of figure out what's needed to get it fixed up and get it cleaned out. And he knows there's bodies in there, like that kind of thing.
And I will also let you know, I will allow you to use the caves in times of need. It'll take a lot less people to defend that than it would to defend your crumbling walls.
Yeah, it's a good shelter if you were to have it.
Well, that's mighty nice of you then. I think the people will be happy to hear that should the need arise. Of course, if you're going to provide us a safe haven, I mean, we'll discuss future considerations of your guys' help with this town in the future.
Sounds good. And at that, I think we're done here. However, there are a few things. First, I want to take out the curious letter And basically, I'm just going to take out the little letters that I found in the manor. First is the curious letter.
Oh,
The
thank
second
you.
one is going to be the dwarven letter.
Here, hand it over.
And I'll hand over the letter that has all of the dwarven info on it.
Gimme.
You're handing all that information to Solar?
The dwarven one is going to
Rogan?
Rogan.
Rogan.
Okay. That was the one from the desk, right?
Yep. Well, the desk was the curious letter, the one that
Did it pop up?
yeah, that's the curious letter. That's the one from the desk, and that can go to Paul Winter.
Okay. What was the one you...
And I want to see what he thinks about that.
That's right. Oh, the dwarven book, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dwarven stuff go to me.
All right, 1 second. I gotta pull that back up in the...
Yarno.
That was in room... not that one. Not that one. What?
You're not alone.
I was looking at the guy's name.
Oh. Yeah, Larno Ulbrich was the guy you guys were looking for. There we go, the workshop. That's what I was looking for.
Max, are we going to use the same cart that we used to get here? Or are we on our own after that?
Wait, what?
The cart that we came here on.
Yeah.
Are we using that to get back? Or are we
Oh, no. No.
on our own after
that
that?
got taken from you guys after
That's what I
the
thought.
events of when you guys arrived. Hang on, I'm looking up that book real quick. Okay, Rogan, are you reading this book right now?
I don't see it in my journal.
No, I mean like he handed it to you. So are you paging through it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're kind of paging through, you realize this is actually a journal of an adventurer named Erman. It describes the history of the lost mine of Phandelver, and the Forge of Spells. In addition, Erman records that a magic mace named Lightbringer was commissioned by a priest of Lathander, the god of dawn. This was commissioned for the mages working with the gnomes and dwarves of the Phandelver's Pact. The mace was lost when Wave Echo Cave and its mine vanished from history.
Oh yeah, I want that so bad. It's like you just gave guy first time. Oh my god. He needs that mace now. In pockets. Okay.
He sounds like he's at a strip club.
Oh no.
Essentially that what I just posted in Roll20 is what is also detailed in there. That's history of what happened.
He says so he's like he's having trouble like getting out his words, and there's like a slight blush on him. It's weird. And
Weird.
he says, so let's yeah, I think we need to go to the Phandelver stuff because there is interesting. Okay guys, I'll be truthful. There is stuff like magical equipment that I want. Like, oh my god. And plus, there's probably a lot of cool equipment for you, for the town, for basically gold. It'll pay the journey itself.
You're
Oh.
still forgetting the number one thing.
My what?
Isn't one of your employers gone? Stolen?
What?
He might be there.
Don't believe it. I want the mace. Okay.
At least he's honest.
Well, if that were true, that'd be a good place. And besides, Rembrandt's did, and actually, no, Bird. That makes a lot of sense. Rembrandt's taking people, they probably sacrificing with forged spells. Yeah, sounds about right. So, where should we go next? I think the Phandelver mine should be our stopping place. Other than that, we should prep up if we're going to.
How much stuff does the tiefling actually have? Does she have like a pack and everything? Or is she like just the clothes on her back?
Pretty much just the clothes on her back. She's got like, I think it was 6 copper I gave her. And then she has a little locket. That's it. I think that's all she has.
Oh no! I think my sheet deleted my backpack. Oh no!
Wait, what?
I put everything I had in there.
That does suck.
He
does.
lost all of his stuff.
I mean, I got like the major stuff. I got all my trinkets. I got all my special stuff. But,
What did it delete? Your backpack?
yep.
Where was that listed that you're able to put stuff in a backpack?
You can click off to the where the Paladin sign is. There's a little eye icon, and you can go to mods, and I just put my stuff in there.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you can undo that. So
I am going to. I know from chat records, I can get some stuff out. I'm just gonna have to get an explorer's pack. I think. Yeah. No. Ugh. Gotta re-tap all that. But yeah, continue.
I think the first thing we need to do is go to Stonehill Inn and rest for the night.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll look to our impoverished tiefling and go, do you even have enough for a room?
How much is a room?
We'll go find out. Let's go. And
I will come along and I will be whistling.
going to the inn.
sounds good.
Ba-da-dum. I typed in explorer's pack so many times. I know the weight percentage by heart. 59 pounds per all the degrees weight.
Okay, as you guys enter the Stonehill Inn, Toblin is there behind the desk, and you walk in, and you just, my friends, how are you? Welcome back. Another room.
Yep.
Another night.
I see.
How much is a room in
Well, can't remember. Shit. How much is it? I know it's not in the gold. It's like 15 silver, 5 silver a night. Shit, hang on.
I'll give him 5 gold.
God. What are you trying to buy the
That's
place?
for all of us. That's for all of us in a
He's
meal.
like, food, drink,
The presidential suite.
you guys stay, as long as you need. He kind of puts the 5 gold.
That is so nice of you to pay for our rooms.
It's not a problem.
Very nice of him. I'm glad you guys. Looks like you're down a few members, and you've gained one, a tiefling. Huh. I haven't seen one of those in these parts in quite a while. Hello, miss.
Hello, sir. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Rhea.
Toblin. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. He like awkwardly kind of bows and almost hits his head on the counter. And he hears two kids like having you hear one of them like whispering like, "Daddy, what is that? Is that a demon? Is that a and, like they're like unsure?" And he's like, "Shut up!" He's like, "I tell him to stop, like be nice, And he's trying to he's smiling at you and everything, and he doesn't, he's trying not to be, I'm not trying to make it awkward, but I think he's failing at it.
It's okay. Do you have kids?
Yeah, these are my two right here. And he kind of steps back and pushes them forward. And they kind of like freeze and stare at you.
I'll kneel down to their level and say, "Hello, my name is Rhea. It's so nice to meet you." And I'll hold out my hand.
They, the little girl goes, "She's gonna cast a spell on us." And the little boy like pushes her, and he's like, "No, she's not. She's not a wizard."
I am a sorceress, but I only cast spells on bad people.
Do you know a dragon?
No, I wish I did.
What can you do? Can you make things explode?
Pretty much,
Can
yeah.
you pull this up? And he pulls like a mug off behind the counter and like kind of holds it out to you.
I don't know if I should do that. And I look at their dad.
Tobin kind of pulls the mug out of his hand and he's like, "Why don't you guys go on in and have a seat? There's a bard should be showing up here any time now. Some music and we'll get you guys some food."
Thank you, sir.
Like the little kids are like, now they're like in awe. When you said sorcerer, they're all like mystified.
Ale, dwarven ale. Let's get some dwarven ale for
my
this.
dwarven friend. I think we still have some of that powerful stuff from last time.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if it's chewed through the barrel or not yet. Hang on.
Ha.
And
if it hasn't, it ain't dwarven.
he kind of like pats you on the shoulder and kind of ushers you guys to continue on into the inn, which of course is set up. The entranceway is essentially like a big foyer entrance area. As you guys walked in, the desk is on the left, or well, it's more like a long, like countertop, I guess you could say, made out of stone. Office is behind the countertop area. Ale is stored on the other side of this foyer area, and then as you guys kind of walk in, to your right is staircases that lead up to the more rooms. There's a staircase that leads down to rooms next to that one, and then if you keep walking forward, there is just a massive like gathering area where there's like a little mini stage that kind of propped up into one side, where usually there's room for a bard or a performance of some sort to go on. So after a few moments, you guys kind of go in and have a seat. The dwarven ale is set in front of Rogan. It's a massive tankard of a special hardened metal to prevent the acidic erosion of the alcohol.
Locke will take his food and go up to his room.
The food of the evening appears to be essentially a half of a baked chicken with a large chunk of cheese.
My character will devour that.
I will slowly nibble on. I'll rip pieces off of it.
I should have got some preserved stuff. Yeah, and just drink some more.
I'll be like, the madam at my workhouse said that ale is for demons. Is that true?
Wow. Dwarven demons. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, I thought Rogan was going to regale us with tales of dwarven demons for a minute there.
You look onto his like shoulder, and there you see under the like some of the dressing, and there is a demon on his shoulder. Oh yeah, and all sorts of demons.
That is so fascinating. My dad was a demon.
Oh, what tribe?
not really sure. The
Hmm.
madam at my workhouse saw him once. He brought me there and abandoned me, but it sounded like he didn't really want to, so I'm sure he loved me.
I bet so. Well, for me, I guess it would have to be my time in prison. You know, dwarven prison makes you perk up on good things in life, and he just chugs some more dwarven ale. But it was hard there. You know, they put you out in the armies there. Warrior slaves.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to do that. I just had to work 16 hours a day. But I was able to get extra portions of food.
Yeah.
Well, some of the time anyway, when Madam was in a good mood and not in one of her beating moods.
Yeah, our old, I forget his name now, but he used to beat me every day because I slacked off, or whatever excuse he would make. Some idiot. But, well, what's a male?
I'll try some.
And he, like,
Constitution
says
check.
cheers. Cheers! And he just down some more.
Yep. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yeah. No, not saving throw. Not saving throw. Just regular. Or it doesn't matter either way.
She's drunk.
So this ale. I mean,
One
you're
sip.
essentially feeling like you're getting drunk before you even get the ale into your mouth to swallow it.
I start smelling it.
Yeah. Just the erosive factor of this dwarven ale, and it hits your mouth, and it's the most delicious thing you've ever tasted in your life, followed by
No.
the absolute worst feeling you've ever had as you take this big sip of this ale. And within that half a second there, you feel like you're not doing very well, and then all of a sudden it hits you, and your character is just very, very drunk.
Ooh.
Dwarven
That's
ale.
different.
The dwarven ale is the only thing that'll make dwarves drunk due to us, our hardened constitution, you know. We always have trouble with the weaker liquor. And you just down some more. You know. And this time he finishes off the cup. You drunk yet?
I put my head down on the bar and then I look around. Who else is in the bar?
Well, I think everyone except for Lockett.
Well,
No,
also,
I mean, like, are there villagers?
Yes.
Or is it a quiet night?
nope. By this time, a bard had begun to sing. A male bard has gone up to the edge with a what is it called? A lute? That does guitar one? Looks like a guitar kind of thing. No,
Cello.
that one. Yeah. And he's kind of just strumming and singing like a lovely kind of like what you would call maybe like dinner music, I guess you could say. Kind of just making everyone feel comfortable and warm. Throughout the place, though, yeah, there are groups of other villagers kind of huddled about. Some of them are playing cards. Some of them are sitting alone, kind of looking out the windows and just kind of hanging out. But there's definitely a lot of people in there.
Okay. Everyone is so pretty. I'll look at the bird and be like, can I touch your feathers?
I will look over at the dwarf and just be like, why do all women want my feathers?
They look so soft.
You're a pretty bird. Another!
You're a very
You're a
pretty bird.
Pretty bird.
And whether he allows it or not, I start to try and stroke his feathers. You're going to react.
Women, all of them cannot stand not touching my feathers.
They can't resist.
They just can't.
No, they can't.
No girls can resist a pretty animal. Can you
Oh.
fly?
At that, I'm just like,
I'll take that as a no. And then I will look up at the bard and go, here, here! Encore!
And at that, the bard sees you, and with a huge smile on his face already from, performing, he kind of like tips his hat towards you, and he immediately changes like the tempo of the music he was playing, something a little more upbeat, and he starts kind of like pounding his foot on the ground and kind of like dancing around a little bit, and some of the other patrons of the bar kind of like get up and start dancing around, and the place kind of gets a little bit more lively as people start drinking more and more, and the evening kind of slowly goes on and on and on.
I will find the best looking guy in the place and ask him to dance.
You can describe this beautiful man you found if you would like to, but you find a group of a couple other three other guys kind of sitting off playing games, and you walk up to one of them or walk by their table, and you notice one, and then he definitely dances.
Okay, I don't need to describe him. I'll take word for it. He's handsome. As long as he's not an orc, we're good.
Nope, he might be part elf. He appears that he's probably part elf.
Aha. Well, probably better since I'm kind of short.
So
And I don't completely fall over, or does he just have to hold me up?
Yeah, like the dwarven ale seems to like affect you in waves, and every so often he kind of like catches you from flipping or like falling over or tripping on something, and
Awesome.
but they can. Oh, go ahead.
so like, is there anything else that happens during night? Because as like it gets to the closing time, like where the bar starts to close, Rogan's like in like the middle of the night, and like everyone's starting to go to bed. If anyone's around, they'll hear a story, and if any of you two are around, they'll tell you this story. So, got a question for you. Are you up at like the middle of the night, past it?
more than likely I'm asleep because I'm a bird. Birds like to be asleep at night.
Dude, if it's lit in there, then you won't be asleep.
Shh.
There's maybe like knocking, like perches himself somewhere.
I'll go to my room and I just perch on the
Like
the
a coat rack.
head of the bed and just put my head underneath one of my arms because I don't have a
No,
wing.
don't birds like turn their heads all the way around and sleep with their heads on their backs almost or whatever? Isn't that a thing? I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Depends on the bird.
So maybe it's just Rhea who's currently up still.
If I'm up, I don't know. Is that another constitution
Well,
check?
here let's
Yeah.
describe this. So eventually, I mean, it hits a point where those who are not staying at the inn eventually leave to go home. Those who are just there for drinks and to have a good time. Some of the patrons slowly start making their way back, towards their rooms, and Toblin's still awake, but his kids are long past falling asleep. One of them fell asleep even in the foyer area on one of the benches that were in there. Just kind of tuckered out. He kind of laid down and fell asleep there at some point. The other one you're not seeing. Toblin's kind of walking around picking up things, but most of the people left, the maybe 5 or 6 others that are still remaining, are just kind of huddled about close to the massive hearth that exists in the back of this place. Just kind of huddled up and just kind of chit-chatting and letting the night kind of slowly wind down to an end. The bard has even since joined the group. He's no longer singing.
Am I still drunk, or did it wear off?
At that point, it would have begun to wear off. So you're in your right mind, I guess you could say.
So I can find my own way to my room without asking the barkeep.
You very well, yes. He told you guys where your rooms were when you paid for them.
Right, I just figured if I was drunk, I might be like, I don't know
Yeah.
where to go.
No, you couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'll go to bed.
Okay. Stories told about a prison away. Deep underground, orcs were slayed. Tides after tide, orc raids began. Mother, sisters, father, he misses them. Rogan, fondly drunk, and so too does that fade. He wanders back up to his room, then to let another day fade.
That was beautiful.
Nicely
Brings
done.
tits in eye every time.
We'll give Rogan a point of inspiration for that.
Yeah,
Ale inspires him.
it does.
Inspiration, of course, allows you to essentially roll advantage on any skill check.
Yeah.
And on that note, why don't we take a 5-minute break? If you want to get some water or something real quick. I'm trying to finish something up on a map real quick anyway. So why don't we do that real quick, and then we'll get back going.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, everybody out there, I'm going to put on some music. Give us 5 minutes. We'll be back. I don't know about this music. Yeah, we'll go with it. I don't like it. Hang on. Oh, Jesus. What's this? I don't like this either.
I is back.
Oh, come back.
I have returned.
Ah,
I'm here
That's
as
a
well.
lie.
Cool. So it sounds like everybody's back.
With liquor.
Is the goblin back?
oh yeah, we forgot about him.
The goblin is currently away.
Da-na-na.
Side quest: find the goblin.
Did he find a girly goblin?
He might have.
Are we
He
gonna end
might
up with a
have
bunch
found-
of little goblins that are obsessed with rats?
Or he found Raccoon.
We shall find out eventually.
Dun dun.
Tune into
dun.
the D&D module of the Rat King
Goblin edition.
Goblin Edition. Okay, so things and stuff. Okay, so as a reminder, this is like outside of character. Zafi had obtained a quest, one of the previous players, to bring a lovely silver comb to a banshee that lives in the town of Coneybury and ask her for a spell book. It is said that this banshee will answer one question as long as you appeal to her vanity. Zafi would have passed this information on to you guys at some point. One of you probably still have the comb. I can't remember who she gave it to. I think she did give it to one of you guys, though.
I hope it's not the
Probably,
one who forgot his pack somewhere.
It wasn't me because she hated me.
in a lot.
I thought if you saw a banshee, you'd die.
I don't have it in my inventory.
Okay, well,
Did she give it to the goblin?
let's
That
retcon
wouldn't
and
have been
say
wise.
that she handed it to Z's character, to Locke. Because that is a quest
Makes
thing
sense.
that you guys are going to want to have the option of being able to do. So that would be a bummer.
Well, that does make sense that he is her brother-in-law.
Exactly. Z, you cool with that?
So.
That's fine.
All right, then. So she would have given you guys directions and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The, if you remember, the town of Thunder Tree was where you guys were told to go by, what was her name? Nilsa, the lady you rescued inside of the Trezendar Manor. She said that that's where you can seek out the jewelry to hopefully repay you guys for rescuing her and her children.
Oh, yeah, Thunder Tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
Harbin Wester. Oh wait, no. Did he already talked to you guys about the orcs, right? Or no, he has not yet.
I don't think so.
he has.
Probably not.
Okay. Okay, ignore that. That didn't happen. And of course, Sildar wishes to have you guys seek out the Cragmaw Castle in order to search for Gundren Rockseeker. Currently, nobody knows where the Cragmaw Castle is. So as morning comes along, I'd imagine one of you guys will wake up, or you guys will all slowly kind of wake up at some point. And it is it's a little bit of an overcast morning, a little bit rainy. As you guys kind of wake up, you hear the sounds of the water kind of dripping through, the was it like the thatching roof or whatever they use in these eras, this era. And it's morning.
Rogan's already down there getting breakfast. This is
I'll be heading down there too.
Hey Max, did you get my message on Discord?
Oh yes. Hang on, I gotta read it again though because I forgot what it said. One second. You have that spell? I didn't even know you had that spell.
Yep, for Elder's Night, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Then yeah, you're good to go.
Can I get a sheet for?
Yes. I actually think I can just import that. Yeah, there it is. Hang on a second. Let me make sure this is the right one. Okay, you actually have there's a character sheet there for you.
Cool.
You see it?
Yeah, I see
Good
it.
to go. So, Rogan, the breakfast of today. It is
Mm.
3 like what are those like mini eggs that people eat?
Quail.
It's
Yeah,
like 3
quail eggs.
quail eggs, and a massive strip of pork that was cooked like bacon.
Oh,
Mm.
that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like bought us for full set. Yep. How much would that be?
He weighs it off. I mean, Z gave or
Oh, yeah,
Clock gave him
because
5 gold. That's
5 gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
I go down and get the bill.
In fact, he brings you
Oh.
multiple plates if you want them.
I'll take one more.
I'll take 2 plates.
She's a grown girl, you know.
No, I just haven't eaten in a while.
Yeah, he happily brings you guys. Actually, the little girl runs up and hands you 1 plate with like double the amount on. It's like 6 eggs, and then the 2 big pieces of pork.
Oh, thank
She
you.
says, "Can you teach me how to do something? How to do a spell?"
Well, I only know how to do it because it's in my blood. My dad was a demon.
Oh, my dad says I have magic in my blood.
Oh? Is it from your mother?
I think so. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Really? Where did she go?
And she just like shrugs, like, I don't know.
Oh.
My dad says she went off on an adventure.
Oh. Do you miss her?
Sometimes, but sometimes she talks to me in my dreams.
Really? What does she say?
I don't know. Sometimes she says to run away. Sometimes she says that I should go on my own adventure. She kind of looks around for her dad, and she says that.
Well, maybe someday you will.
One day when I'm as big and strong as you.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
And she kind of like smiles and then runs off.
Mm.
I need all my food.
The 2 of you are just devouring this food. I assume the whole group eventually gets together in the eating area.
Yep.
You guys notice that Locke has a new friend with them.
They don't notice anything.
They notice nothing. Sorry, I saw your message after I said that.
Yeah.
Locke comes down normal as ever. As normal as a blue man can be. So as you guys are sitting there eating and kind of chit-chatting amongst yourselves, maybe getting to know Rhea a little bit better, Harbin and Sildar come walking in through the foyer area, and they kind of walk up and they see you guys and walk up. And Harbin immediately goes, "Those damn orcs!" And he clears his throat. "Those damn orcs! their encampment is just driving us nuts. And it'd be great if somebody would be able to do something about it.
Well,
I'm just picturing them sitting at the table right next to us, sitting next to each other, just shouting this at us.
And Sildar's like staring at you guys. Sildar's like just staring at you guys like he's almost Sildar gets it, completely. And Sildar stands up and walks over to you guys and he's like, yeah, so Wyvern Tor, the orcs, actually the tribes of orcs for that matter that ruined this place all those millennia ago, are still around. There's definitely a reward in it for anyone who's able to clear them out, and Harbin wanted me to pass that on to you because, well, he's still kind of worried about the red brands. Nonetheless, were you guys able to find my friend, Mr. Albrook?
judging from that note, your friend's probably a traitor.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. All right. Well, where are you guys off to today?
Well, depending on how much gold you get us, we'll see.
Well, we're still trying to find Craigmall Castle, I suppose, so I think we're still on that mission. You guys have been paid for that. I don't mean that in a blunt way. I just mean we really need to get Gundren back. He's a good friend of mine.
Of course.
And then as he says that, a woman perks up, sitting at a table from across from you guys. Hang on. She's a halfling. She kind of like runs on over to you guys. She says, "Did one of you guys say Craigmall Castle?"
Don't suppose you know it?
Oh, I don't know it, but yeah, sorry, I'm reading while talking. Okay. Okay, nope, not that one. Okay, this one. Well, I don't know it too much, but a friend of mine, he, well, and he kind of looks at the group makeup of you guys. She does, and she sees a dwarf, a bird, a tiefling, and a blue guy. And you see like the uneasiness of her face kind of go away. She just outright says, "Well, he's a druid. His name is Radoth. He knows it very well. He kind of knows these woods inside and out, and I think that maybe you should go speak to him.
Okay.
There isn't a place in these lands that he doesn't know." She like says confidently.
Okay.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, he was last seen near Thunder Tree. At least that's where he told me he was going.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is Quelline. Quline Alderleaf.
Q-Line. That's such a pretty
Hello,
name.
Sasmod.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm Rhea.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm a farmer. I own the Alderleaf farm. Just to the, that way. She kind of points down to the southeast part.
Oh,
Girls,
okay.
you're always tired.
Well, that's wonderful. So you see this fellow often?
Every so often. He comes and goes. Sometimes he's a bird. Sometimes he just is a friend of mine.
Well, he should get along with us just fine. And then I will look
Just
at
do
our
the-
bird companion.
That way. I have a lot of quotes.
I am not even going to dignify that.
Well, then she pulls like a piece of parchment out of her pocket and unrolls it and pulls out like a what would be a pencil, I guess. And she kind of draws a map so you guys can get to Thunder Tree without issue. And she's like, "We really do need to find Gundren. He's well, he's the one doing all these wonderful things for us here from the mines. So if you guys are doing that, I want to help, and here you go. And she hands over the map.
Thank you, Killeen.
Killeen, that's yes, good job. And then
Well, I don't know. I can't see it.
no, but the way you said that makes
Killeen.
sense, Killeen. That makes perfect sense. So then she says, "Be warned, though. He lives on his own a lot. He does a lot of adventuring on his own, so he might be a little grumpy. Just tell him Kuleen says hi, and that the farm is doing well, and that he can come by for some apples anytime he wants."
Don't suppose you have any trinket that he knows you by?
That's a good idea. She kind of like pulls like this little like purse like satchel thing from her back and kind of swings it around in front of her. She's digging through and she pulls out like a golden compass and kind of like puts it back in, and she pulls out like a rat and shoves it back in there. You hear the rat go, "Ow!" And then Rogan, only you hear this. And then as the rat gets shoved back in, it goes, "Ow!" And then she pulls out another no, Rose. And then she pulls out a little bracelet, and it's a silver bracelet, and it has a leaf pendant kind of dangling off of it. And she says, "He gave me this a long time ago, and it's not quite my style, but I carry it around nonetheless because it's fancy to have. Give him this, and then tell him to give it back to me, and he'll know I gave it to you."
Yeah. I'll take it. He reaches around for his pouch.
Golden dildo.
Here's 2
Come on,
gold in
Rose.
case we don't return it. Just in case. It's a deposit, I guess.
And how many gold did you give her?
2 gold.
2 gold. She says, "Well, not necessary, but okay." And she kind of puts it in her purse and kind of pads the pack. It's like she's going to keep it safe there until you come back.
Okay.
Still working on my breakfast.
Well, we got to figure out what one we want to do first.
Okay. We can either head to Thunder Tree and get some stuff done there. We do have some information over there to look up.
No fun.
Ugh.
Rose, whatever.
We can also look for that druid, or we can go to the orcs.
Or the Banshee.
Or the
My
banshee,
DMing
but
abilities vary, Rose.
That banshee sounds
that's nice
scary.
creatures.
Well, the question is, are we walking to any of these destinations, or are we gonna get a horse and carriage?
Well, how far is it, Max? From Thunder Tree.
Well, why don't we take a look?
Banana, banana.
I totally wish I had like map music on cue. Yeah, keep going.
I don't know. Map music can be distracting.
Thunder Tree! Thunder Tree! And it has been revealed.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, so
It's that far
yeah, I
away.
think we might want a horse and carriage.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's really loud.
So this is probably a horse and carriage.
Rose, the big question there is
So-
if you join.
Let's see. What was the orc raids again?
Wavering Tor.
How far away is that one?
Not as far.
Is it on the way or is it off to the side?
So,
I can't really see.
No,
'cause
you're
it
good.
hasn't Really.
So, sorry, push to talk. Okay, so Thunder Tree is the only thing that is to the west and north. Everything else is to the east, along the Tribord Trail.
Mhm. Okay. Well, if we head through the Pribor Trail, we shouldn't have much trouble. Just going through the lands through this forest should be a bit troublesome. I see stuff again. Oh, never mind. I thought it was, you said the high road. Tribor. Probably gonna have some trouble there. So.
So,
Yeah.
just as a reminder, Thunder Tree currently essentially has, I guess, 2 quests in it. To find the druid and to find out where the Cragmaw Castle is to save Gundren. It also has the jewelry for the lady. Wyvern Tor is just it is a cave of orcs that are causing trouble on the Tribor Trail, and then the Banshee will allow you guys to ask it one question, to which Sister Gariel had asked that you guys ask her where the it's Bogentel's spellbook is located.
I say we do the orcs first, since they cause the most damage, and then we can do the other ones a little bit later. That's my thought.
I don't care as long as we get paid.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. So let's go and get some reward discussions for the orcs. And if we can't get any rewards from it, we move on to Thunder Tree. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's go. Okay. So we head off to Hardlin.
Harbin Wester.
Yeah, the guy who did the org. Asked the reward stuff.
We'll get your RL stuff figured out, Rose.
Harbin Wester.
He's still sitting there with you guys.
You've been hearing through this entire discussion. And look over to Miss Sildar to my left again. Oh, you too. Okay. So, reward discussion. How much are you willing to pay us?
Harbin starts talking. He's like, well, if somebody were to... And Sildar's go, shut up! Then Harbin kind of like stops talking. And Sildar kind of looks over at you guys. He leans in real close. It sounds like somebody's falling downstairs.
That would be our new person.
How many stairs are there for her to fall down?
I think there's about 60.
Okay. If you land at the bottom?
I'm
you're
fine.
good?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on. I'm trying to find the location of this one. Okay. He offers you guys 3 gold for every orc head you bring him.
Sound good?
I want to go
Hold
to
on a
the.
second. I have a question about that. What if the orc head is so incinerated it's hard to discern it between an orc and any other creature?
Good question.
Sildar just kind of looks at you, and then he looks at the rest of the group, and he's like, that's quite the question.
Or teeth.
It's just how I roll.
Apparently you roll in the area of destruction. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll try and keep the head intact, but I can't promise anything.
A little fire keeps the teeth intact. I mean, unless they pop like popcorn, but...
We'll bring you the tusks of an orc.
No, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Okay, so everybody okay with this deal?
It's good with me.
I need to go to the corner store then.
Okay.
I need to buy some burlap sacks.
Oh, I'll also follow him. I'm gonna need some general items.
Barthen's provisions.
And I'm off to look for some horses and a carriage.
Yeah, Barthen's provisions will have all the materials you guys are looking for. Horses and carriage, you might have to go. I'm not sure where.
Oh, we really don't need horse and carriage for the this one. It's just down this path, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. Hang on.
Don't
Review
orcs
it.
eat horses?
Yep.
Maybe we
Yeah,
shouldn't
good
do
bait.
that. Oh, I suppose. But the poor horses, though.
Do they know where Wyvern Tor is?
Let's not get the carriage, more so the horses. If they have enough, then we'll use the horses. If they don't, carriage it is.
I can procure the horses.
Okay. You need nobility, not slow carriage travel.
I could probably get us 2 horses.
Okay.
So we'll have to double up.
I can drive one. Well, not drive one. I can ride one. Yeah.
Same.
I think Knocking can too.
So that's how far away Wyvern Tor is.
Yeah, we might want to get a cart for that. I mean, a couple horses.
Where's the
That's like
5 miles?
2 days, 4 days.
So each
somewhere
square is
around
5
there.
miles. So I mean, yeah, you got 5, 10.
Yeah, that's probably like 2 days of hard riding.
Yeah, 60 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 2 days. So it's, I mean, it's actually the same thing to Thunder Tree, I guess. But I don't know. I guess now it's not. It's like 80 miles to Thunder Tree. Neverwinter's on the way. But yeah,
Our butts are going to be very sore from riding. Just saying.
Yeah.
you guys will probably have to camp halfway.
Yep. So he's getting us horses. How much is that going to cost? And how much are my burlap sacks?
Burlap sacks are there's regular sized, I assume, like a backpack size, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. They're a silver a piece. Actually, it seems expensive. They're 25
that
copper
does.
a piece.
Here's my shopping list. If they have this, I try and get some.
All right. I'll grab 4, I guess.
And it's ordered in priority.
It's too bad the goblin is gone. He could have carried some.
Oh, we'll be grabbing him before we leave.
Okay. So if you guys have a copy of the player handbook,
I do,
any
yeah.
basic items, just use the cost that's in there that you can buy.
Okay.
Barthen essentially has almost all, regular living supplies. He'll have the crowbar. He'll have a magnifying glass, rations, water, skin. He doesn't. He might have a ram. I'll let you know that in a minute. He'll have tent, oil. He'll have the caltrops, ball bearings, manacles. He He probably wouldn't have any antitoxin. No, he would not have that.
Poison healer kits.
You're just trying to buy poison?
Just in case, like a pliable poison.
No, he does not sell any poisons.
Okay.
That's
So healer's kit, and I'll take that then. So, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, he'll have a healer's kit. I mean, that's just bandages, gauze, things like that.
How many charges for this? Is it high quality, low quality?
It's pretty much all going to be like low quality stuff. But yeah, like I said, you should be able to, if you have a
Okay.
handbook. If not, it should be online or something.
Healer's kit is 10
There
uses.
you go.
Why would we need a ram?
In case we need to bust open the door.
You haven't met me yet.
I guess we haven't met a strong enough door.
Maybe.
You know,
You don't need the
everyone
10. I
keeps
have
asking
2.
about Ram and everything, and I'm just thinking of the actual animal. We're just like, oh no, a sealed door. Eh.
Yeah, it's a ram. She thinks you're bringing like a big piece of wood, and you come walking up with an actual ram with a leash on it. This is my door ram.
Nah.
That would also draw orcs.
They want to eat it.
Exactly.
Okay, horses. You getting riding horses or drafting horses? I guess that carry things.
Drafting.
Okay, they are 50 gold apiece.
I'll get 2 of them.
They have 2. Saddle bags. What kind do you want? Pack, riding, regular saddlebags.
Hold on.
Pack is 5 gold. Can hold 15 pounds. Saddlebags hold 8 pounds or 4 gold. Sled is 20 gold. Wagon is 35 gold. Then feed per day is 5 copper per day. So do the math how long you guys are going to be gone, probably. And then that would be your cost.
Somebody can give me 5 gold, I can get us a wagon.
The goblin comes out of
I'll give
nowhere.
you.
He's just like, hello, friends. Where have you been?
Goblin, do you have 5 gold?
He sees you, startled you, and he takes a step back and he says, I apologize for my absence, but I've been out busy doing things. And he reaches in his bag and he puts a rat on the counter and it kind of starts running around like crazy, like it's a crazed rat. And then he hands you 5 gold and he immediately grabs the rat and puts it back in his bag. And he's like looking all shifty eyed at everybody.
Thanks for the 5 gold. I give him a piece of meat.
He gives it to the rat.
Clearly not hungry.
So I'm buying the wagon and the 2 horses.
So 4 days travel.
Anyone be able to cover feed? Or are we just saying they're eating grass?
5 times 4, so 20.
How much is feed?
5 copper pieces per day.
80.
I'll pay. Let's do 50 copper.
Okay. That's about, well, every 5 copper is 10 pounds. So that'd be 100 pounds. So you still have over 300 pounds you can put on this wagon.
Nah, I
I
think that's
also
enough.
bought some rations. I got 20 sets of rations. Should last us for 4 days. Including our own, we should be fine.
All right, cool.
I have 2 tents, so don't buy any tents.
You can return the tent, obviously, if you want to.
Because I have mine and Brains.
Mhm.
I carried all his stuff.
Then yeah, you got the sacks. What were we doing with the sacks? Knocking.
Those are for the heads.
Yep.
Oh, right. Okay. They come with little hooks as well, so you can hook them on the side of the cart.
Oh my gosh, like Christmas bells. Heads.
Heads jingling.
So what are we doing? The goblin pipes up.
Orcs.
I don't like orcs.
Neither do I.
We hate orcs.
We hate orcs. He starts pounding on the tables, but he's like small and weak, and he's barely doing anything.
I've never met an orc.
Well, sure
They're
you
I've
have.
heard
Violent
they're kind of
creatures.
mean.
Orcs are everywhere.
They are.
Sometimes they look like one of us.
Really?
No, I made that up.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he jumps into a bush.
This
He's
was-
very loopy, isn't he?
I don't
It's a
I
goblin.
don't remember where this goblin came from, to be honest with you.
You don't?
Is
I saved him from being slaughtered by our group in the first cave right before we left.
You
the
slowly
one
become
where the
warped.
where the one that wanted to be leader was from? Was it the cave?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yep.
I remember now. He was unconscious for a long time, wasn't he?
He was holding
he
the
was
cell.
hiding in the corner, and he knew that he was gonna die. I just tied his hands and I brought him with
right.
us.
I remember because everyone was like, "We should kill it," and you're like, "No, I'm taking this one."
Yep.
That's right.
And it's so good that I did.
I mean, I'm glad you did.
We would have died.
Yeah. When your group was missing a few players there, that
He
goblin.
seems like a nice goblin.
That goblin.
Rat King got.
Don't know where all the rats came from.
Neither do
Don't
we.
think too hard about it.
You hear from the bush, "Hi, Rat King."
No, now he does have a sack to put him in, along with gold.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things in his sack.
By
and
the way,
everything else.
if you guys want an antitoxin, I'll need a good bit of gold if we want that. Other than that, I got the rest of the stuff with my own payment. I step away from the. I don't have magnifying glasses. I don't have spyglass. We already have 10. I got 3 flasks of oil. I don't currently have any antitoxin because I don't think he's. So, and let's get 2 sets of manacles and let's grab 1 set of ball bearing, which is 1,000 pieces. 1 gold.
All right, we missing anybody for anything?
I think we're pretty much ready to get going.
I know I am.
I'm
Yep.
good.
And we're going to Wyvern Tor.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, 1 second.
Current stock.
Do you guys have a group loot thing? Did I make one for you guys?
No.
Really? Oh no, I guess I didn't. I gotta make that real quick.
Okay, I'll enter stuff. Don't edit it.
It's a
There we
handout,
go.
so yeah, you guys should be able to edit that, all of you.
There we go. Boop, boop. Anyways,
Yep, 1 second. I just have to adjust to where you guys are going. So the Tribord Trail is a very treacherous place to be. A lot of things. Yeah, haunt this trail. About, let's see. Rhea, you can see this map, right?
Yeah, I can see the
The Sword
map.
Coast guy. Okay, I was making sure. So you guys start going. You make your big turn. And it's probably about, I'd say maybe like, what, about a day, 3/4 of a day. You guys run into a spot where the road begins to kind of bend one way.
Max, you cut out.
Oh, I did cut out because my push to talk button turned off. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Ahead of you on the road, you guys see a group of 4 orcs walking away from you guys. So like, you're kind of catching up to them on your horses and in your wagon. They haven't noticed you, but they're up there a little bit.
Hmm.
12 gold up there, guys.
Indeed.
So tell me about the surrounding terrain there, Max. What can I use to my advantage?
Well, as you guys are going up and down the trail, you're at a spot here where the trees kind of hug both sides of the trail. It's a dirt path, though it's very muddy, so the terrain is very soft currently. Your horses are doing their best to kind of trudge through it. But there are definitely some bushes and trees and natural foliage off the sides.
How do you want to handle this? And I just talk to everyone.
Hmm.
I
Well,
just realized my token's not on the map.
Drag and drop.
Huh?
Just pull your token off of your character sheet onto the screen.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
hmm.
Oh, look, I'm way bigger than you guys.
Damn it. That's because she ate so much. She's fat.
Bad bird.
Hey,
At
I can
At
only
least I'm not a bird who can't fly.
Oh.
Yes.
Meanie.
Now the game has gotten real.
Well, if they haven't noticed, this surprise attack would be best.
So you guys are still probably about maybe she's 100 yards away from them. You guys kind of see them through like the mist in the air and the fog, just kind of walking.
Hmm.
Are they armed?
You think you see weapons hanging off their sides and kind of being held on their back.
I will crack my knuckles and say, well, should I attack?
When
Yeah.
are you?
Let's get it.
Which one are you going for?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. They're just 4 in a group. I'm just going to aim for one.
I'll aim for a different one.
Okay. Well, as soon as I see them on the board here. I'll go for the one on the far left. How about that?
So are you guys going to try and catch up to them then?
Yeah, I should probably get closer.
Yep.
Unless you have spells. How many feet is 100 yards?
Oh, 100 yards. I don't think I have one that goes that far. Let me see. I was just gonna use my basic spells
It's
here.
300 feet.
Yeah, my
only-
range for firebolt is 120.
Same.
Yeah, we need a crossbow or longbow to shoot at him. And maybe not even a crossbow can get him.
See here.
I can't
How
remember
far
the
can I
crossbow's
shoot?
distances. Can't remember offhand the crossbow's distances.
Light crossbow is 80 to 320.
100 to 400 for heavy, and him 130, 20. Yeah. Okay.
Rose, how was your weekend?
The
You left.
light crossbow is 80, then it goes 320.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can shoot it. So I believe it's disadvantage.
Yep, I'll do the same.
You guys gonna shoot your bows at disadvantage?
Yep.
Go
Yep.
ahead.
We should move closer first.
Well, then you won't be 320 out.
This way here we
I
can shoot him
missed.
multiple times. 21.
Okay. So Locke, you aim your light crossbow up into the wind, and you let an arrow go, and it just clicks. It shoots right out of your bow, and it's sailing through the air, and it just drifts farther and farther to the left, and the wind clearly catches the bolt and kind of throws it off into the trees. And as soon as that happens, the orcs kind of like not stop, but kind of like they all kind of look to the left, like they heard something. And right as one they kind of stop, an arrow from knocking sinks into one, right into like its shoulder blade on his back on his left side, and he just kind of keels over, and they all turn and look, and another one of the orcs pulls that arrow out of that orc's back, and they turn around and they stare at you guys, and they begin sprinting and sprinting and sprinting, and they get up on you guys pretty quick.
Once they're within 120 feet, I hit them with a firebolt.
Wrong screen. This is a brand new map that I just made, obviously.
After after it plunges into him, I go, I should have wrote him a letter saying tag, or I love you, or I don't know. Huh.
This is the one that's taken the damage.
Dumb oaks.
Go ahead and roll initiative. I don't want to whisper shit. All right, 1 second. Z sent me some like awesome battle music. I want to turn it on here. Never mind. It's too loud.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum,
That was a terrible initiative roll.
bum, bum.
I actually rolled good for once.
All right, Locke. These orcs are gaining ground and they're catching up. How do you respond? They're about 100 feet out now.
Well, then I'm going to use a firebolt on the one that knocking just hit.
Anything else? No. That's it.
Knocking. Knocking, you are up.
Yepers. I'm going to. Max, tell me if it hits. I'm going after this. Yay! He'll take 8 damage.
The one on the bottom again.
Yep.
Your arrow hits him right in the middle of the chest. And as it hits him, he just... Pooh, and he falls down and kind of slides like on his chest in the mud.
Did they snap like the yellow thing?
Yeah, I hit Q and it did it. You ready to an axe action though?
I ready my action to attack.
Yep, one is in your range. You can go ahead and attack it.
Attack!
Get him. Whoa. Home run. Home run. So
It died.
that one gets up to you. And it's like, oh, and it's holding this massive great axe over its head, and it's gonna swing down on you.
I did it,
And
guys! I did it.
you just straight uppercut it right on the chin. Just boom. And he just drops right to the ground.
You muted.
I was gonna go for, if my mouse would work, give me a sec. Okay, I was gonna go for this one.
Okay.
It already says it takes 6 cold damage.
You have to make a ranged spell attack against the target.
No.
What are your modifiers for that?
Charisma is 3. What was the other one?
What it,
Proficiency, which is 2 probably.
Oh, like Arcana
So it should be a
is 4.
Yeah. So spellcasting
extra
ability
7.
plus, yeah, proficiency bonus plus your charisma bonus modifier. There we go.
So yeah, it's gonna be a 16.
okay, then it definitely hits. Alright, so 6 damage. Then his speed is reduced to 10. Gotcha. So yeah, you're since you're this is your first spell you're casting this game, what does a Ray of Frost look like being cast from Rhea?
Well, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a cold blast of air and maybe a little bit of snow and kind of surrounds the guy.
Does it come from kind of like out of nowhere, or does it come from her?
Comes from her,
Like her hands?
out of her
Okay.
hands.
Very
Oh,
cool. So she just like takes a step forward, and you listen this Ray of Frost out, and it shoots out of her hands, and as it travels through the air, it's like freezing the air, that like the water that's in the air, because it is raining, sprinkling a little bit. Creating these little, like, you guys hear like these dud, 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 as these raindrops freeze and fall to the dirt. And this Ray of Frost surrounds this orc as he's charging forward, slowing him down, like he just like creaks slow. And you see him, his skin start turning like red as it frost bites and does the damage to him. You yell out, "Here, catch this!" and he does not catch it. And your hand axe flies through the air and it just sinks its way into this orc. And he reaches.
Then as
Go
a,
ahead.
oh no, oh you go ahead and finish what you
Oh,
were
I
gonna
was
say.
like he reaches to like grab it out of his body.
As he does that, as a bonus action, I call it back to my hand.
He pulls it out and then like it immediately just zips out of his hand back to you. He just like looks at you.
1, 2,
Rogan.
3, 4. Gonna smack you across the face. 1, 2, 3. And never mind.
Yeah, you you slip a little bit in the mud and your swing was just not as accurate as you meant it to be.
Enraged.
Knocking.
You don't need him, dude.
The arrow just sinks its way through the eye of this orc, and it just again falls prone, dead. D-E-D, dead.
You done did it, dude.
Well, how late in the day is this?
It's like, what would be like 4 o'clock?
Okay. I won't do what I was thinking then.
So this orc, upon seeing all of his friends die, raises his great axe in the air and tries to swing it down on Rogan.
Come on. Strike me.
I'm here. Sorry, I was just adjusting my sheet here.
Ah,
Zombie.
well, you're up.
Wait, that's me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to cast Firebolt.
If it isn't being worn or carried. Huh. Okay. So again, this flame shoots from your hands, striking the orc, just creating a massive burn right on his chest. Lock.
I will do the same thing. I will cast Fireball.
Oh.
You also hit him and do 1 damage. Are these fire bolts, or are they just kind of like flicking matches at him?
I think it just matches at this
Pretty
point.
much matches.
You coming back to match with your power.
Rogan.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, I hit you.
Your ball is finding its spot, man. Oh,
And
shit.
plus, I can do Divine Fury.
It's already dead.
He also takes 3 radiant damage.
You just crack him over the side of the head, doing 12, 15 damage to him. He just thuds into the ground and slides into a bush.
Oh. Okay, let's take some teeth. Conk, conk.
Let's take some teeth.
I want to see what else they have on them. So, guess that's investigation.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
We did really well in that fight. I'm proud of us.
14. How much do I not see?
All right. Well, what you don't see is the priceless glass vial containing the soul of a fairy. You completely overlook it.
I want
Damn.
Oh, poor fairy.
I could have used that too. I mean, I was going to make this golem, but of course I was missing that fairy spirit.
I'm also missing that fairy who can like spice up my my ale. Like I just really need that stuff.
So what do I find then?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm actually doing a random generator to see what comes up. I haven't used this thing in so long, and this module already has most of the loot planned. So I just want to see what we can get out of this. What are we in?
Come on, vial of
Some crazy necrotic thing or something. A forest. Here we go.
I smash him.
You
and he
find
just
a
turns
black
into
skull.
vile ooze.
All right. So the first thing you find, hanging off the hip of one of these orcs, you realize it has a small, like metal barred cage. It's probably like the size of your hand. And the bars are just thick enough, keeping whatever's inside of it from getting out.
You have piqued my interest on that. I'm taking that cage and looking inside.
As you look inside, you see what appears to be a little tree person.
Kill it.
I love
Aw.
sheep.
And it
I'm gonna save it because we're gonna probably go meet a druid a little bit later. But first, I'm gonna say hello, see if it knows.
Yep.
Common.
It looks up at you, and it just kind of like tucks itself as far as it can away from you, thinking that it's in danger.
Oh, poor thing.
I'd like to say it is all right. I mean you no harm.
And as it looks at you, it like holds its hand out, and its hand like grows and grows and grows and grows and grows, and it kind of like goes through the bar, and it kind of like touches your beak with like its hand. And then it like immediately like it retracts his hand back into the cage, thinking it's gonna get hurt.
You now turn smaller.
It wants to touch your feathers too.
I am actually going to open this cage.
We release like a 10th level druid.
I'm going to. I'm going to take this little tree person and put him on my shoulder. Now I have a shoulder twig.
It just like sits there, and it just sits there and just kind of like starts like kicking its feet and just kind of looking around, like
Oh.
really like
Oh.
very interested in what's going on around it.
Okay, well, I guess he's fine there. Any idea where is?
As soon as your character makes that noise, just out from underneath one of the orcs crawls the goblin. And he just goes, "You called for me."
I was worried about you.
I'm doing all right.
When we need you,
His voice changes.
go.
Here, I found this. And he holds up like a glass orb that seems to be painted black.
Is this goblin Clint Eastwood?
A glass orb.
Do you really want
Thank
to know
you
that?
for your.
Do you wanna? And he holds it up.
Punk.
Punk.
A glass orb painted black. Sure, I'll
And
take
he
that.
says-
I have no idea.
He says, "Don't, by any means, scrape the paint off. It'll probably kill you." And he runs off into the woods.
He sounds like he's a bird person. Does different voices.
He's trying to be an actor. He's struggling.
I've been there, done that.
So, what,
Knocking. Could I see that black orb for a second?
I toss it over to you.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay.
Dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun.
Okay, so this orb is something I am totally making up, so don't try and Google it. But it's essentially an orb of screaming. And what this orb does is if you realize that this paint is some type of like special paint that was put on it. But once this paint is removed from this orb, it will release a horrendous, terrifying scream that will not stop until the orb is destroyed.
So like a banshee.
Yeah, very. It makes sense actually.
It's a banshee in a bottle. Oh.
Banshee.
Never mind. I'll just start singing a song.
Banshee in a bottle?
And it's gonna rub you the right way. I couldn't help it.
I throw it back to Knocking. Yeah, definitely don't scratch the paint on that.
I love how he's not actually telling me why
He
not.
says,
I'm just
"Don't
like,
do it."
Yeah, just don't do it. I tell him it's an orb is screaming. Once the paint is off, it doesn't stop.
Now he tells me.
Could be useful.
Yes, it could. We could make a banshee swallow it after we scrape off the paint, and I wonder how that would affect it.
The possibilities
You're
are endless.
weird.
All right.
I was thinking of using it as a last-ditch attempt to get away if we need to.
That is a good idea.
So
Hang on. You also find 11 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Oh.
11 gold.
Who wants 3?
I will take whatever you will give me.
Let's give the new person the 3. Just as a welcome to the party gift.
Okay.
Aw, y'all don't have to do that.
And then, of course, since he left, I'll go, "Blah, blah, blah, blah. Come get your gold."
And all of a sudden, right in your right ear, you hear, "Yes." You turn and he's
And
like
we will-
standing there, levitating.
I'll toss him 2 gold.
He catches them and tosses you back a rat and then flies away.
By the time we're done, by the time we're level
Flies
20,
away.
he's gonna be like this godly figure that has hit enlightenment, and he's just like, my
Lord
children.
Rat King, Lord. Thank you for your presence.
I think he might be a god in disguise.
Lord Beglet, thank you. That was good.
We give thanks for this bountiful slaughter we're about to
May
receive.
Lord Beglet bless upon us those that. Oh, good Lord.
Dos tu domine, plero, domine, ratus.
Lord Beglet.
Ratus.
Everyone just goes. "Brrrr." You also find a potion of healing and 13 pounds of steak.
13
Wow.
pounds of steak.
Yeah.
We should
Well,
sell that to the
One of them had a
barkeep.
sack of
I'm
rations.
actually, it's just a sack of rations.
Well, it's steak. Like the rations are the meat.
okay. Well,
Like 1 pound is generally 1 ration. That's why I say, yeah.
I was thinking that you're talking about uncooked
No,
steak.
well, it is uncooked. It's uncooked meat,
Okay.
but that's what the orcs are eating. So that's what they consider a ration.
Okay. I have to ask, what type of steak are we talking about? Is it like sirloin, T-bone?
I mean, looking over the marbling of the meat,
Thigh.
you can only identify that perhaps it's of an animal. So that's that. It does not look human or bird. Though I mean, it looks like it's a pretty decent
Goblin.
quality. Like it was definitely an animal that was later in its years. Really had time to season.
How, like, is it still okay? Does it smell?
I mean, there's probably only about 11 flies per square inch of this meat. So I mean, it's okay.
That's a good quality
There's
right
not a
there.
whole lot of salt on it right now, but I mean, it's meat.
Okay.
It's gonna get
It-
salt.
If we set up camp and cook it now, it'd probably be fine.
I mean, looking
I
over these
suppose.
orcs too, they look like they're possibly also hunters. So perhaps they were heading back to their camp with this meat.
Okay.
Okay, put salt as a high priority on the items we need.
Well, we could cook it up right now.
Well, let's
If we're going to
travel a
keep
bit
it, I
more
think that'd be a
when we
good
head back.
idea.
Yeah, this is definitely dinner for the night. Because just a bit more hours until like sundown, so let's travel a bit
Yeah,
more.
we can get another mile or two in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knocking.
All right.
You feel a little like click 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 as like a stick is kind of like tapping on your side of your head,
I'll look over at him.
and it points like what would be north.
Okay then. Everybody,
What the?
we're gonna follow what our new friend the Twiggy is saying, and we're gonna go north.
What is
Isn't that out of
What-
our way?
Hey, he's been here longer than any of us. He probably knows what he's
Is
doing.
that a wolf?
I just saw turn order. I think we should just go the way we were going.
Yeah.
There might be more orcs.
Oh, hey, who's gonna sever these heads anyway?
Tusks. I'll just grab the tusk we have here.
We only need tusks, not actual heads.
Oh, that was a very good decision we made.
Oh wow! I just like pry them out of the mouths easy. Clunk, clunk. In fact, let's take one jaw.
Burlap sacks.
Here you go. Here you go. And another.
So the
So
little wooden friend starts hitting your beak even harder. He's pointing forward.
okay, yeah, I'm taking out my crossbow now.
And as you all kind of start looking around, you start hearing the trees kind of like rustling.
Uh-oh.
Let's go get the other orc over
We
there. He
are
turns his back.
At that point, you realize you are completely surrounded in wolves, and almost all at once, they all start sprinting towards you guys.
I wanted to take a shot. I guess I don't get to take a shot.
Hold
Alright.
your horses, or your wolves.
I want to take a
Hold
shot.
your arrows, sir. Okay, go ahead and roll one, because he was pointing at the one on the north. We'll call it like a panic shot. You were just like, boom, you just like let one go. Oh shit! So it leaps,
Nice.
leaps off that little ledge.
17.
Right, it like leaps, and you just like panic, and you just pull your bow up, and you let it go, and you hit it for 17 damage. Oh my god, how much health do they even have? What the hell? Hang on, I gotta find the character sheet. This usually populates it for me, but I guess it didn't.
I'm just like, oh shit! Goes right into its mouth and out the other side.
That's so weird. Hang on, I gotta find it then. It's not like giving me what I need. Okay, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Like 6.
3+.
They all disappeared. They ran away. I scared them away, everyone.
Yeah, they're
You're
good.
welcome. You know, we could probably just give them the meat that we just picked up.
I hunger for the blood of my wolf enemies, as they do mine.
Oh yeah, I need to do initiative.
He dies.
Okay, so yeah, one leaps and his arrow finds home and obviously kills it. At that, the rest of you realize, oh shit, there's wolves coming.
No wolves at our doors.
Rhea.
Yeah, I'm just deciding what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna cast Firebolt. Let's see here. Where's the closest one? So on this guy here.
You
Wow.
really, oh wow, you are. That's a natural 20 for that thing right there. Yeah. Roll another d10. Wow. Wow. Congratulations.
That's
Your first
So
d20.
boom.
overall.
Boom.
That
Yeah.
was a fire bomb.
It happens.
Man. D10. Let's see if you get another 20.
So is he hurting? I'm assuming.
Sorry, the manually type another health. Yes. So yeah, that 10 damage hits it hard, kind of like searing off like a whole side of its face, leaving like a scarred white eye, like bleeding eye, removing the fur off of a whole side of its body. But it is still
Don't
coming.
suppose it left any residual fire that might scare the other wolf away?
As of right now, it looks like they're all still charging, but I mean, everything has noticed what
Mhm.
you've done.
Okay.
But because you crit, I
Worth a
believe you
try.
get to roll more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
Really?
the dice.
I think that's how. I mean, spells work that way, right?
Spells damage increases by. Oh, that's for high level.
Crit on an attack.
I have
yeah.
no idea.
Here, let me check.
Yeah, because crit. Well, because like with a regular attack, if it's a D8, you get to roll a second D8 with no modifiers, and then the spell damage doesn't have
Mhm.
modifiers. You just roll another D10,
Oh.
right? That's not
Attacking
crazy, am I?
rolls, most spells require.
19.
I don't know. I'm new to spellcast. Relative.
Yeah, and I don't play them a whole often either. We'll go with it. I like it. Cool. Yeah, you obliterate that wolf though.
So that's an extra 9.
Yes. So you just you blow it away, and it just kind of like slides
He's
in the
dead.
dirt.
You did 19 damage. I congratulate you on that.
Thanks. Lucky shot.
Or was it?
It was skill. It was helping in the distance. Luck.
Yes.
Yes, it was
Say his name.
the god in disguise.
That one, I'm going to cast Firebolt. Not as good.
Nope. Nope, but it does hit.
Woohoo. That's it.
So that fireball hits it like on the forehead, and it just takes the brunt and keeps charging.
Tap. Okay.
It thanks you for the warmth. It was pretty cold out. Rogan, you hear the wolf go, "Ow!"
They keep speaking. I'll eat them first.
All right, so they all charge. Let's see. How much of this speed do they have? 40. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of speed right there. Okay. Yeah.
Sudden detour.
I was just looking up how critical kits work. So yeah, as long as you roll a 20, just double the dice's damage.
Okay, cool. So we were right
Nice.
about that then.
Yep.
Good to know.
Okay, so against Rogan, these two wolves are going to attempt to bite. Because of pack tactics, it will have advantage. So
That's
18 and 10.
hits.
So the 18, I assume, hits you, right?
Yes, and the second misses.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that strength saving throw. Yeah, you definitely make
Yes.
that. Yeah, so they lash out at you, right? And you hold up your forearm and catch one on like the thick part of your armor, and it kind of grabs on, and the other one kind of slips past your grasp and bites you kind of right on like the thigh, just digging into you, doing those 8 damage.
Ah, my shield.
So Rhea, one leaps up from this little like 5-foot ledge here, and kind of lunges at you, teeth first. 7 unfortunately does not hit you, and you're able to kind of like step aside as it snaps at you viciously. Knocking. This wolf kind of like, it leaps up and it kind of like prowls around you for a moment, kind of like looking for an opportunity to get at you, and you kind of stand prepared, try not to become bird food, and it snaps at you with a bite. And you're able to kind of duck out of the way of it, preventing it from digging its teeth in. Rogan, how do you retaliate?
So as the wolf's starting to bite onto my arm, I smack the wolf on the snout, trying to release his grasp, and then pull out my maul and slam down on the creature.
You
16?
hit it.
Yeah. And I went into rage. Divine Fury, so he takes... Oh,
And you bash it right on the head. It just falls to the mud, motionless.
sklink. That's my turn.
All right, Knocking, as you dance with the devil of this wolf here, what do you do?
I'm going to disengage, so half my movement speed. Put myself right over here by lock. And then I am going to shoot it. Come on. And while I do that, I am also going to be using... Here, where is it? Maneuvers. Here we go. I will use pushing attack. I want to push it 15 feet back at the ledge that it just jumped off of.
Okay.
So that's going to be, let's see here. Pushing attack. Damage plus. So it needs to beat a 29 strength check. Otherwise, it gets pushed 15 feet away.
I don't think it can. So, all right. So yeah, your bolt hits it for 8 damage, and it launches it back 15 feet through the air,
Yep.
and it topples down the ledge to the dirt on below. What was it? What I said? Was it 5 feet? So I don't think it'll take damage then. That's 10-foot drop, right?
Yeah, 10 foot.
Yeah, it's just going to hinder it. That's all I care about.
Oh yeah, it slides down that mound.
And then I want to use the action surge so I can attack again. And I will attack this one. And pray I don't get a natural 1. Well, guess who's right in front of me?
So, so you're very excited, right, about this wolf that you
Blink.
push back. Okay, and with confidence you turn. You pull the trigger on your light crossbow. And then you realize that that is Locke's face that the arrow is going at. Not out of nowhere. You just hear...
Grab the arrow, get stuck the lock.
The arrow goes through the shoulder of and he yells, "This one's for you, Locke." And the arrow hits him, and he hits the mud, and he lays there unconscious.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one. So Locke, as you turn around just in time to see hit the ground, unconscious with this arrow protruding from him, and holding a bow.
I'm gonna be like, why did he do that? It was going right for that damn wolf.
It was going for the wolf, I swear.
Like he was aiming perfectly at the wolf, and as like his aim just goes wide, da 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 da. Everybody gets one.
And just hits the mud. Rhea, as you play hopscotch with this wolf, what do you do?
So I'm going to cast Minor Illusion around myself, and it's going to look as though there's a ring of fire around me.
Ooh, okay. Investigation for them. Okay, cool. Yes, thank you. That's cool.
Mhm.
So a burst of fire. Oh my god, I could use the thing. Where is it? Not that one.
It doesn't do a smell or any sound or anything. Yeah, visual of fire.
Not that one. I want the explosion one.
cool.
One of those explosions, I thought. I can't find it.
Collect. Ah,
You have purple fire.
That was
Oh,
lovely.
this one. There you go. Okay,
Beautiful.
sorry. I just had to do it. I don't use those very often. Okay. Perfect. The wolves will react on their turn. Locke, you go ahead. A certain goblin just took a bolt for you.
This one's for you, little goblin buddy.
get him.
I take my long sword. Crap.
Oh,
You hear bolt go, "Do better." As you swing your longsword down, the wolf like hops back on its hind legs, like crouched down, dodging your blow.
I'm gonna use an action surge to do it again.
Okay.
do better.
11 hits. Oops.
Woohoo!
Wait.
That probably just hits.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you swing down on it, kind of lopping off one of its ears and like part of its head, but it's alive. Kind of just doing a lot of flesh damage.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The wolves. Rhea, the one by you that's closest to you, like this fire goes off and it kind of like leaps back, trying to get out of the way, and it just kind of like leans forward, and it attempts to like investigate this fire to try to get at you.
Okay.
Investigation is intelligence, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Intelligence plus whatever the modifier is.
What is your spell save DC?
No.
Okay, I rolled very well.
Oh my gosh, yes you did. Rolled a 19. Wow.
It has a -4 intelligence. I did not expect it to pass that.
It's 13.
Okay.
13 is my spell save DC.
So if unfortunately it does realize that this fire isn't going to hurt it, it realizes that this fire is not the bad fire.
Very smart wolf. Or very hungry.
Yep, because at that, it
Hunger.
lunges forward and grabs onto this orc's body. It begins dragging it away.
Oh. Well, he can have it.
You do get an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I don't want the orc's body.
So it drags that body away. Knocking this wolf from earlier hops up on the ledge, badly injured. It's got an arrow sticking out of it. It's like partially limping. It runs down and it jumps off the edge.
I just want the bodies.
Rhea, you see that second wolf injured, like grab onto one of the limbs of that orc. This other wolf, however, standing its ground, turns and it scoops up the goblin in his mouth and begins running off through the woods.
I am shooting that son of a bitch.
Malak,
I also
we get
have
Malak
an
and Rogan
opportunity
both
shot?
got
Oh yeah,
opportunity
everybody
attacks.
gets a yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Both of you get it. Now it's dead. So we're gonna say Locke
Plus
or
the
Rogan, you smack it in the side like as it goes to spin around, nearly killing it. And Locke, as it goes to get away, you lunge forward and take a swipe, and you just catch it right on the neck, opening up its artery. As blood flies everywhere, it skips across the ground, and the goblin just kind of rolls into the mud. The other two wolves grab onto this orc and begin dragging it off, unless you guys want to do anything to stop them. If not, we will end combat.
I'm good.
Same.
Okay.
They're pretty much out of.
I'm good.
Nah, fine by me.
Okay.
I need to go and help my goblin buddy. I'm sure that I'm gonna search his bag for the white rat.
Go ahead and roll an investigation.
And I will start skinning the wolves for their pelts.
I have a 13.
As you dig through, you find many rats. 1 green, 6 blue, 2 purple. 1 appears to be a rabbit, disguised as a rat.
What?
Also within this pack, as you open it up, an insect crawls out. And it leaves.
Oh.
Rogan, you hear it go.
Alright.
Thank you. As it crawls off into the bushes. And then there at the bottom of the pack, you see a red cross on a white rat.
Oh yeah.
I am taking that rat and I'm putting it on him.
And the rat kind of like crawls around and scampers around the goblin. It stops. And it walks up to the chest of the goblin. It kind of like puts its ear up to him. And it kind of walks up to his mouth and it kind of like peers into his mouth. And he crawls in there for a moment. And he crawls back out. And he looks up at you and gives you a thumbs up. And crawls back in the pack. And after a
Awesome.
moment, the goblin's eyes kind of open up. He just goes, "That really hurt." He just kind of looks at you. He has what is considered 1 hit point, I guess you would say. But he's alive.
Good.
Yay!
I gotta add up experience for that though. How many wolves did you guys kill? 4 wolves and then 4 orcs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
4 wolves, 4 orcs, 2 got away.
Oops. All right, so the orcs. Okay, so it's 600 experience divided by 4 of you. Yeah, because you had no help from the actual goblin that time. He just was involved in the crit fail.
Everybody
So
gets
150.
150 experience.
Yeah.
And at that, we are at the 3-hour mark, so we're going to end the session here as you guys are on your way to Wyvern Tor. So, I assume you guys will probably make camp, maybe rest, continue on a little bit from here. We'll pick
Cook the meat.
Yeah, we'll pick up down the road a little bit. You also realize upon skinning these wolves that the meat from those orcs was in fact wolf meat, which probably explains why this pack of wolves were following everybody.
Ugh, I don't know if I want that.
Well, we have fresh wolf meat.
Ugh. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, at that, we're going to end the session, and I'm going to end the stream. If everyone would like to say goodbye, we will see everybody next time.
Bye.
Never surrender.